Good evening and Happy New Year. Welcome to the Dalsa News Bulletin. I am Ifrah Noor. Here are the stories we are following. Somalia's diplomatic and security relations with the United Arab Emirates have entered one of their most serious crises in years. The federal government has imposed a sweeping ban on all UAE military and cargo aircraft, a move officials say was driven by growing concerns over sovereignty, airspace control, and national security. The decision follows reports that a senior Yemeni leader, Aidarus al-Zubaydi, secretly transited through Somali airspace, including Mogadishu, triggering alarm within Somalia's federal leadership and prompting swift action. Sources within Somalia's foreign ministry tell Dalsan TV that tensions escalated after Aidarus al-Zubaydi, leader of Yemen's Southern Transitional Council, secretly transited through Somali airspace. Just hours later, on January 8th, the Somali government imposed a ban on all UAE military and cargo aircraft. Officials say Abu Dhabi requested a grace period to continue limited operations, but Somali authorities rejected any compromise. Instead, Somalia authorized only final evacuation flights to allow the withdrawal of UAE personnel and military equipment already in the country. 6 evacuation flights were cleared from Bosaso and 4 from Mogadishu, some of which have already departed carrying cargo and military hardware. Diplomatic observers say relations between Somalia and the UAE are now at their most fragile points in years. A highly anticipated visit by China's foreign minister to Mogadishu has been postponed at the last minute amid a heavy security lockdown in the capital. The visit was expected to mark a major diplomatic milestone, the first by a Chinese foreign minister to Somalia in decades, and a signal of deepening engagement between Mogadishu and Beijing. Instead, residents witnessed sealed roads, heightened security, and restricted movement across key parts of the city, raising questions about the timing and circumstances of the delay. Somalia's officials confirmed that China's foreign minister did not arrive as scheduled, though no official reason was provided and no new date announced. The postponement came as authorities sealed off major roads, deployed police and military personnel, and restricted access to Aden International Airport. China's top diplomat instead arrived in Tanzania as part of Beijing's annual New Year diplomatic tour of Africa. The delay comes as Somalia seeks stronger international backing following Israel's recognition of Somaliland. India has firmly rejected Israel's decision to recognize the Somaliland administration, reaffirming its support for Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The statement comes as Somalia intensifies diplomatic efforts to defend its unity and territorial integrity. New Delhi's position adds significant diplomatic weight to Somalia's stance at a sensitive regional moment. Speaking at a press briefing, India's Ministry of External Affairs described Israel's recognition of Somaliland as illegal. Indian officials reiterated their long-standing support for Somalia's unity, sovereignty, and territorial integrity. The statement reinforces Mogadishu's diplomatic push to defend its internationally recognized borders. Somalia's government is pushing back against allegations that humanitarian food aid was mismanaged or diverted at Mogadishu port. The issue has drawn the attention of the United States, which is seeking clarification over World Food Programme supplies stored at a facility affected by port redevelopment works. Officials in Mogadishu insist the situation has been mischaracterized and say transparency remains a priority. In a statement, the Office of the Prime Minister said all World Food Programme food supplies remain under the agency's control. The World Food Programme confirmed that a warehouse at Mogadishu port was affected by redevelopment work, but said food stocks were recovered. The United States has paused some forms of assistance to Somalia's federal government, pending the outcome of its investigation. And finally, a development closer to home. Authorities in Mogadishu have inaugurated a new parking facility at Aden International Airport, aiming at easing congestion and improving services for travelers. Officials say the project is part of broader efforts to modernize key infrastructure of Somalia's main international gateway. The new parking facility is set to improve convenience for travelers and reduce congestion at the airport entrance. The project marks the first phase of a broader plan to redesign and beautify the airport's front section. That's it for today. I'm Ifrah Noor, and for more stories, kindly follow us on our social media platforms at Dalsan TV. Have a lovely evening.